You're hiding it. My mom slammed a folded newspaper onto the kitchen table like it was evidence in a trial. Where is the money? I stared at the headline she'd circled in red marker. Local woman wins $3.2 million lottery. The woman in the photo wasn't me. Not even close. Hi everyone, my name is Elena. But my mother had already decided the truth didn't matter. You used a fake name, she insisted. I know you did. I didn't win anything, I said calmly. My brother leaned against the counter, smirking like the outcome had already been decided. Just admit it, he said. You've always been sneaky with money. Sneaky. The word almost made me laugh, because the only person in that house who had ever borrowed money without paying it back was him. Mom pushed a stack of papers toward me. I already told the police, she said. My stomach tightened. You what? You're committing fraud, she continued confidently. And when they recover the money, your brother deserves his share. The logic was unbelievable. I looked at the newspaper again. Wrong name, wrong city, wrong person entirely. You reported me for a crime that doesn't exist, I said quietly. Yes, she replied. I picked up my phone. Then I called my lawyer. My lawyer answered on the second ring. Elena, he said. I need you to listen carefully, I replied. I stepped outside onto the porch, so my mother and brother couldn't hear the entire conversation. My mother reported me for lottery fraud, I said. There was a pause. Did you win a lottery? He asked. No. Do you have a ticket? No. Did you claim a prize under any name? No. He exhaled slowly. Then this should be simple. I glanced through the window. My mother was still pointing at the newspaper while my brother nodded like a judge agreeing with the prosecutor. She already contacted the police, I added. That complicates it slightly, my lawyer said. How? False accusations can still create investigations. My stomach tightened again. So, what do we do? First, let them verify the truth, he replied calmly. And then we decide whether to ignore it or respond. I thought about my mother's confidence, the way she said my brother deserved the money. I don't want to ignore it, I said quietly. My lawyer paused. Understood. Inside the house, my mom looked at me through the window. You'll regret lying, she mouthed. I met her gaze. No, I whispered to myself. You will. The police called 2 days later. Not dramatic, just a calm, routine inquiry. Ms. Rivera, the officer said, we received a report regarding possible lottery fraud. Yes, I replied. Did you recently claim a prize of $3.2 million? No. Have you purchased any winning ticket associated with that claim? No. A short pause followed. Are you aware the winning ticket was claimed in Oregon under the name Angela Briggs? I am now. Another pause. Do you know the person who reported you? Yes, I said quietly. My mother. The officer cleared his throat. Well, after reviewing the claim records, it's clear the report was incorrect. Incorrect. Such a gentle word for something so deliberate. Is there anything further we should know? He asked. I thought about the newspaper on the kitchen table. The accusations. My brother already planning how to spend money that never existed. No, I said. But my lawyer had a different opinion. That afternoon he called. The police confirmed the false report, he said. Yes. Your mother filed a sworn statement. I sat up straighter. A sworn statement. Yes. That changes things. How? I asked. It means the lie wasn't just emotional. It was legal. Silence filled the line. So what happens now? I asked. My lawyer's voice was calm. Now we respond. What kind of response? I asked. Documentation, my lawyer said. And consequences. I sat at my kitchen table staring at the same newspaper headline my mother had treated like proof. She filed a sworn complaint, he continued. That means she formally accused you of fraud. And she was wrong. Correct, he said. But being wrong isn't the issue. What is? Intent. I leaned back slowly. If someone knowingly files a false report to damage another person financially or legally, that's harassment. The word landed heavily. And we can prove that? We already can. How? She specifically requested the police recover the lottery funds and transfer them to your brother. I closed my eyes briefly.
Of course she had.
She actually said that in the report? I asked. Yes. The absurdity almost felt surreal. So, what are our options? I asked. We can ignore it, he said. That would be the easiest path. And the other option? We file a counterclaim. For what? Harassment, legal damages, and attorney fees. I pictured my mother's confidence that day. You'll regret lying. My lawyer waited quietly. I don't want revenge, I said slowly. I want accountability. He didn't hesitate. Then we file. And suddenly my mother's lie had a price attached to it. The lawsuit was filed the following Monday. Not dramatic. Just paperwork. A formal response to a false accusation. My lawyer sent me the draft before submitting it. Counterclaim, harassment, defamation, legal costs. I read it twice, then approved it. 2 days later, my phone exploded with calls from my mother. I let them go to voicemail. The first message arrived within minutes. Elena, what is this lawsuit? She demanded. The second was louder. You're suing your own mother? The third was furious. You're going to destroy this family over nothing. Nothing. I listened to the messages calmly. Then my brother called. You're being insane, he snapped. Mom was just trying to recover money you stole. I didn't steal anything, I said. You're lying, he insisted. The confidence in his voice sounded exactly like my mother's had days earlier. She filed a sworn statement. I reminded him. So what? So now she has to defend it. There was a pause. You wouldn't actually drag this into court. I looked down at the official filing confirmation on my laptop. I already did. You're punishing her, he said. No, I replied quietly. I'm letting her explain her lie to a judge. And suddenly the situation wasn't a family argument anymore. It was a legal problem. The court date was scheduled 3 weeks later. My mother called every day before that. Sometimes angry, sometimes pleading. I answered none of them. When the hearing finally arrived, the courtroom felt smaller than I expected. Quiet. Serious. My lawyer sat beside me reviewing the documents one last time. Across the room, my mother looked confident again. My brother sat beside her like a supportive witness. When the judge entered, everyone stood. The case began simply. My lawyer presented the police report, then the sworn statement my mother had filed. The judge read it carefully. You believed your daughter won the lottery under a false name? He asked. Yes, my mother said. What evidence did you have? She hesitated. The newspaper article. The judge held up the clipping. This article names a different woman. I know, she said quickly, but Elena hides things. My lawyer stood. Your Honor, may I point out page 2 of the report? The judge nodded. He read the highlighted sentence aloud. The reporting party requests recovered funds be distributed to her son. The room became very quiet. The judge looked back at my mother. Why would your son receive this money? She didn't answer immediately, because the truth was obvious.
Greed.
The judge leaned back slightly in his chair. Mrs. Rivera, he said carefully, did you verify that your daughter was the lottery winner before filing this report? My mother shifted in her seat. I was certain. That wasn't the question. Silence. No, she admitted. The judge glanced at the police report again. You filed a sworn statement accusing your daughter of fraud without confirming the basic facts. My brother tried to interrupt. She hides things. The judge raised a hand. You're not speaking today. The room went still. My lawyer stood. Your Honor, the false report triggered a police investigation and required my client to retain legal counsel. He slid the expense summary forward. Legal fees, documentation costs, and professional damages. The judge studied the pages. Then he looked at my mother again. Did you understand that filing a false accusation under oath has legal consequences? I thought she was lying, my mother said weakly. The judge's expression didn't change. Suspicion is not evidence. My brother looked at my mother now, not smug anymore. Nervous. The judge closed the file. This court does not treat false accusations lightly. And suddenly my mother's confidence was gone. Because the lie she told to hurt me had just become her problem. The judge didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. "Mrs. Rivera," he said calmly, "you filed a sworn accusation that resulted in a police investigation." My mother sat rigid in her chair. "You provided no evidence," he continued. "You identified the wrong person, and you attempted to direct non-existent funds to another individual." The courtroom stayed completely silent. My lawyer waited. The judge finished reviewing the documents in front of him. "This court finds the report to be knowingly reckless." My brother looked at my mother now, not proud anymore.
Panicked.
The judge continued. "Your daughter incurred legal expenses responding to this claim." He signed the ruling. "You will reimburse all attorney fees and court costs." My mother's shoulders dropped. And the judge added, "The harassment complaint is upheld." The number was printed clearly in the order. Nearly $40,000. My brother whispered something angrily beside her. But the judge wasn't finished. "One lie can create very real consequences," he said. I didn't smile. I didn't celebrate. I simply stood and gathered my papers. Because my mother had tried to send me to jail over money that never existed. Now she owed thousands over a lie that absolutely did.